Time to fry. Time to fry. Ooh, Alright guys, what's going on? RarJ coming back at you. So I just wanted to take my time to, I like this one, it's chill. It's just like bong 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 bong. It's not bad. I wanted to take my time to, kind of go over the Akuma thing, because I went through like 7 phases of grief over this whole thing, and I know a lot of other people when it was just the summon. I mean, it was like, man, guys, what's going on here? You know, this is brutal. And it became a question of how many tickets are we getting and how much are the tickets gonna cost and blah blah blah. And it looked pretty bad. It did look pretty bad, but the event, yeah, okay. The event's actually really well done. I gotta really hand it to them here. They really did a good job with the event. We get an extra like 50 summons or something like that through this, and they even, you know, threw in a battle pass. Cool. But it made me take a look at the game and go, what the hell's going on? But now it's like the developers have fully played their hand. You know, we have the full scope of what they actually want to put into the game, being a 3-tiered draw. You know, they've created a 3-tier system. There's rich people, there's middle class people, and there's poor people in the world of Street Fighter Duel, and it's all divvied up by the draw. It's just kind of funny the way it works out to me. Just bear with me here. Bear with me, okay? Because the thing is, if we want to advance our accounts, the basic thing that we all have to do very early on is take all of our fighters up to SSS rank, and we need as many fighters as we can get with SSS rank, because after level 240, once we get that grinding done, it becomes this son of a bitch. And this, the level of this is determined by how many SSS fighters you have. And so basically it's hit me that you're going to get to a point where it's like, yeah, I want to pour everything into Akuma. You know, I'm going to spend 3,000 gems a day, 90,000 gems a month, save everything, get Akuma, maybe it'll take me 3 months. Okay, cool. Well, with all of those gems, you're going to hit a wall, and you're not going to be able to pass it because you're blowing everything on this. And even when we go into divination prices, it takes a good amount of gems. It can take upwards of 400,000 gems, 450,000 gems to get a fighter and take it all the way up to SSS rank. And I don't even know if you're lucky or unlucky. But then the easiest way is the way with getting 8 copies and a bunch of food, and it's 2,700 diamonds. Which is exponentially better for, you know, getting stuff. The thing, you don't get the extra bonus stuff like the, you know, EXP crates and, you know, fight soul tokens and stuff, or I think it's fight soul tokens. You know, that's not in here, but basically we're going to want to, even as free-to-plays, I'm pretty sure everybody from free-to-play to Dolphin is going to want to max at every character on this normal banner, because if we don't, it's going to take you forever to get the SSS fighters, just one by one with Master Infernal, when there's so many other characters to awaken. And the thing that's holding me back right now is food. I mean, I've got 4 copies of DJ A+ there, that's an SSS, but I need food. You know, I got a Mayor Cody here, he's an SSS, I need food. And, you know, it separates us because basically the free-to-play, they're going to be stuck doing that draw for a long time. The Dolphins, we're probably going to complete it in a relatively short amount of time. because you get such insane value for small amounts of money that it leads us into divination. And yet it's half as cheap to get a character in divination than it is the special summon. And, you know, so you're probably... I don't think they're going to release everything into special summon. Like, God, I hope I'm right on this one and they don't prove me wrong. But we got to be getting more characters in divination pool. And I think that's where a lot of dolphins will be able to grab an easier SSS. Of course, the whales are going to get it, but it's going to be hard for free-to-play to manage unless they save up and they don't do enough draws to get enough food to level. It'll take them forever just getting B ranks from events and stuff. I've been trying it for a while and it's a slow go. But then it's basically pay us $1,500 for the new fighter. Otherwise, you're basically waiting somewhere between 3 and 6 months to get one of these limited fighters. I don't know what fighters they're going to classify as limited. I mean, if you think about it, Bison isn't limited, you know. They threw him right into divination. Why are all of his henchmen, you know, going to be limited? That, I don't know how much sense that makes. They've kind of put Akuma on a pedestal, but, you know, these tickets don't expire. You can actually save these tickets and, you know, you don't have to spend them right now. We'll get more during other events, I'm sure. It'll probably be similar to this. You know, you get about 100 tickets an event, and then in between you can blow your diamonds like crazy to try to get an extra 100 tickets in the month, or 90 tickets in a month. But it's 90k diamonds. That's like all your diamonds for the month right there. That's going to be hard for free-to-play. So the free-to-play might just be collecting tickets until they get enough, or until they can pull on Akuma over and over after enough events pass to get him SSS. But that's going to take probably 6 months, I'd say. But with, you know, being able to afford to get the tickets, it might take 3 months, you know, but it's going to cost you a lot of diamonds and time. And the time gating thing is just ridiculous to me. They raise it to 10,000 to pull, but, you know, it's time gated. It's hard to swallow, but they've basically created this system where this is for whales. If you want one of the limited fighters that comes in, it's for whales. But at least unlike Monster Hunter Ken, he's not going anywhere, so you can actually save towards him. So, I mean, it's not the best thing in the world, but is it something? I really love this game, so it's one of those things where it's like, I guess I'm going to put up with it for now. I'm going to see how the next couple of draws go, because I wanted to give it to Akuma, you know, to see how things were going to go. But, I mean, you know, all the things that a lot of the dolphins spend money on, like this thing just refreshed the grant. Which one was it? Yeah, the Crusade grant. I mean, buying this thing, it gives you like over a year's worth of idle experience, I think, in total, because I think there's like 96 of these crates or something like that, and then there's 180 of the, I don't know, maybe that's this row over here, because there's even more of them over in the next row. It's like a $30 battle pass in a month, but or 45 days or something. So, I mean, you know, it's every month and a half, but the amount of experience you get out of this is just, it's the reason free-to-plays won't be able to catch up as quick, you know, buying this pass every month with this amount of experience. And you can actually switch what you get. I switched the Heroic Grant to boost stone kits instead of break stones, because after you get past 240, it's not... I don't know, maybe I'm going to kick myself, but this seemed like a good idea instead of break stones for now. But yeah, it's just the difference adds up, but the whales are going to get it too. Of course they're going to get it, but then they're just slamming down more money on it. They're just reinforcing the 3-tiered system, that there's 3 tiers of players, you know. Those who don't spend, those who spend, and then those who just buy everything. And they've created it within the draw system. So that's what type of game this is, and we can eventually get there, kind of like a middle class person saving up for a house, you know, but the rich person can just buy the house right away. They don't need to save up for it, you know. And then there's where, you know, the middle class people like to play, because they eventually are going to clear this and not really need anybody out of here, or need so few people that it makes more sense to be, you know, chasing SSS in here. So I don't know, it's a good event, but it really shows the way the game, how the game is gonna go, you know. So I will see you guys in the next one, because my next video, I'm gonna spend my diamonds just going in for the draw, regular draw. No joke, like 400 summons, let's go. And I filled up my wish list with the food, 3 in each one, so I have 9 out of a 15 chance to draw extra food, because I need a ton of food. And then I picked fighters that I don't have enough copies to SSS them so far. And so if that changes while I draw and I do have enough to SSS them, I'll switch them to another fighter that I don't have enough copies of to take to SSS, right? Because the goal is to raise my level cap, because that's the one thing that whales have right now that we, as, you know, the dolphin community, say we can have that too, but it's going to take us a little bit, and maybe that battle pass there, along with a whole bunch more SSS fighters, and we'll see where we are in a month, you know, because there is an upper limit to how far you can get with the level cap. So anyhow, I will see you guys in the next one, and we're gonna do a summon bonanza.